Good day and welcome to another market review for the week ended June 11. My name is Ambrose Omodium. Thanks again that we are on this forum. Yes, the market for the week was a short period for the week due to the Friday public holiday to celebrate Nigeria 21st Democracy Day. Nigeria 21st Democracy Day, June 12th, and for that we'll have a short trading week instead of 5 or had 4 trading days. And market within that 4 trading days had what a mixed sentiment and mixed performance. To crown it all, it was really an indecision period for a lot of traders in the market. Why? Because many of the high caps and the blue chips companies that really move the market are already on the downside. Why? Profit taking has hit such stocks, knowing that the market has formed a V shape for what you can see here before you start seeing this start trending. But before I go on, I want to let you know that the market for the week under review opened at 25,016.30 and closed at 25,182.67. Gaining 166.37 points, representing 0.67 gain for the period. In addition, to reverse the previous week loss of about 1 percent last week, the previous week. On that note, you can see that the market is really struggling at this point. For a market to see this kind of consolidation at the point of a new resistance level after the market has rallied for 5 years is a concern for many traders and investors, which tells you that the market is about to either to pull back, serious one for correction. And why you are seeing the mixed sentiment in the market and decision among traders is that many of these traders, institutional investors, are already factoring in the expected Q2 number. I will tell you that on the Nigeria Stock Exchange, more than 80 to 85% are going to report a decline in their Q2 number. You know what happened that because of the outbreak of coronavirus, many companies, the economy was shut down, and not only that, just to control the spread of the virus, and had a full month of April no activities, and even the month of May we're trying to come back. As we speak now, many companies are still trying to come back in this month of June, and today is almost at the middle of the month of June. That means we'll have less than getting 2 weeks to end the second quarter 2020. And these activities of the government to shut down the economy to control the spread of the virus has affected a lot of companies. Or let's do companies that with essential service that their services are different are likely to post a positive number. On this note, people are already factoring in these numbers. Despite on the long run, our market is cheap. But when a market has suffered significant decline and it's recovering, you don't expect that market to recover fully. If you look at this, let me just take it as a wave. This wave 1 already, this wave 2. Let me draw this line for you so that you get it clear. This is wave 1, an uptrend, and this another wave 2 here, this wave 3. And this wave 3 is telling you that at this point, you can see that it's struggling here. This a real strong resistance that market is over 2 weeks at this point. You can see it up to 3 weeks. And I can see that it has not broken out here up or down, but just side trending, ranging at this point. As the market is likely to come down for at that we call wave 5 before we can now see a 5 extension. 5 extension is always a long wave, and that long wave that is coming, as you see, as I just said, this wave, as you see that wave 5, wave 4 will come here before we can now see another wave 5 that will go up, and that wave 5 is always is an extension. I call it wave 5 extension. It's always a long wave, and that means if a market for a long for almost 2 years now, 3 years, have been on a long bearish. That means equities our market is still cheap, but because of the recovery from March dip, you can see it here, we're expecting that there will be another correction. With this expected Q2 number, market is likely to go down. But there are other positive sentiment. If you listen to the president, at the speech during the what's called Democracy Day, you see that yes, the government is also trying to make sure that the economy recover fast from this virus-induced economic slowdown. They are trying, and it's not only Nigeria; it's a global thing. On that note, I see that our market may likely, may likely recover quickly to support this recovery that the market is doing. You know that before now it has been, it's talk of all corner that the market is is really opposite, the economy. There was, a pure disconnection between the economic situation, real economic situation, and the market. Market is up while the economy is still dragging feet. But I'm telling you that if after this Q2, Q3, and the market start recovering, economy start recovering toward the end of the year, the last quarter of the year, it's going to support the market for that long wave 5. I'm telling you, and that means any wise investor, as I said earlier in the previous day, that this is the time for pensioners that will call their PFs and tell them, yes, this is the time, just keep my cash, don't invest, because now I know that individuals has no to intervene in their, you have to call their PFs, and this is the time for you to call your PFs and say, come home. Even you as a long-term investor, as a trader, you should keep cash, because there is opportunity in the market that is coming that's going to make you and I to smile. Yes, you have smiled within this period of recovering here, those that enter at this point. But if you have missed this wave, you don't need to panic. There's a correction is expected. It might not be as huge or as significant or much compared to what we saw in the month of March and so on, but there must be a pullback here. That pullback will create opportunities to buy, knowing that the market on its own is cheap. Our prices are really cheap if you compare to the intrinsic value of many companies on the exchange. They are selling almost their 5 years low. Some are selling almost their 3 years low. Some 10 years low, 15 years low. It tells you most of the stocks are cheap, but you need to take advantage of this cheap stocks. But you need to invest right. You don't need to jump to a place where it will bring you down. You need to look at which place, they'll call it support level and resistance. Now we have seen that the market is already at its resistance level as we speak. In this chart, you can see this one. This is for a weekly chart. If you look at this daily chart, you can see that the market has been in this consolidation period for more than 14 to 13 within 14 to 13 days. You can see the market has not broken out from this, and this even market is always resisting to break out this 200 moving average. I've said earlier, you can see that market at the moment, this is what we call a ranging market, a market that is looking for direction either up or down. But the possibility that the market will go up is very slim from this point, or else there is another positive information that will override the expectation of the market of this Q2 number. If there is none, I'm telling you that the Q2 numbers, when they come, it will it will help investors to revalue this asset, this listed company with their second Q2 number. That will further bring the price down. Then I'll tell you that is the time to take the long position for both for traders, for mid-term investors, and for what, and for long-term investors, because we're going to see a long bull market if the liquidity that has kept the market to this level remain after the pullback, and the economic recovery to join that. Not only that, they also foreign investors are likely to look the way of our market. If you look at Africa market, our market seems to be the cheapest market so far now. And not only that, considering our population, considering the recovering economic of the policies of the government, especially the monetary policy. Now they've adjusted the MPR down. At the same time, the intervention here and there to cushion the effect of the COVID-19 on different industry. I expect that this will impact positively on our economy. Yes, the longer period we're expecting that to take to recover, it might be shortened this period because of until now the National Assembly has equally passed the review budget. That means yes, And also we are borrowing again. Look at it. We are borrowing. No, all government being the highest spender, is trying to make sure that there is activity flow that will bring liquidity in the system to make sure that things are happening. That's why they are intervening in this. And also say some companies are also giving a tax holiday for 2 years, 3 years. These are things that were likely to ginger the economy faster, and I see it will reduce our waiting period for economy to recover fast. It's only that our economic policy here, when we make a move, we forget to review and add. That's why even when we're out from recession in 2017, see, that policy were not fine-tuned, and to add to it, it is now a lesson to the economic managers that don't just sit because we have made success, you not sit back. You look at your economic policy, where can you, so that to keep that tempo. After that, recovering from the recession in 2016 and came out from 2017. See, the economic growth, if you take our GDP, it has been one step up, one step down, one step up, one step down. You can't move that. You need to make sure that you maintain that growth up. But that is that. But for me, there is time for our investor. But on this note, that we're expecting the security number, investors need to know how to invest with what earnings season. It's very, very key. This is a season that it is part and parcel of the market at any given time. For you to profit from it, you need to know how to play it effectively. Mastering the earnings season. Our video will be launched on this mastering of earnings season by Monday, and I'll tell you, this video alone will guide you how to make consistent income or cash flow for every quarter of the year. As I said earlier before now, that in every quarter there is a season, any season, either any season for the full year or any season for the quarter. And you, as a trader or investor, it is time for you to know whether the company you have invested has really done well for you to hold on. For those that are investors, for traders, it's an opportunity for you to make money. Why? You know when to be in these stocks, to wait for results to come. As they come, if these results are positive, market react to it, you make money. You need to understand how to get the release date of this company. You need to know how. Everything in that video is how to do it, and if you follow it, the way it was presented in that video, I'm telling you, you have gotten another secret of generating cash flow for yourself. Why? Any season is part of the market, whether the market is bullish or bearish. Company must release their result, and you can take advantage of that period. If that period is what you are trading alone in the market, it's enough for you. You need to sit down and know what you are doing when it comes to investment. I tell you that why this part of the world is still struggling, that our financial intelligence is still just coming up. If you go to advanced markets like US, UK, see that people plan their life through any form of investment window, just because they understand it. If you know how to invest on the equity market, by opening your knowledge, by making sure that you are training, that will help you to have another source of income. That people call me to that, tell them, if you really want to plan your investment, your pension with equity market, you can do that successfully. Yes, we know that there's a lot of volatility and instability in our market because of over-dependent on the foreign investor. Despite that, if you are the one looking at your post, you know when that is why we are here. You know when these foreign investors are entering and when they are exiting. If you know when any season is coming, you can take advantage of all this movement in the market. I think the market is in circle. Just like the economy is also in circle, so the market is circle. In economy, we have what we call, I've said it earlier on this program, we have what we call early expansion, middle expansion, and late expansion. We now have early contraction and late contraction. So it is in the equity market. You have what we call the accumulation stage, you have the markup stage, you have the distribution, you have the decline, and also the recovery. If you know when any stage of this market with your earning season, knowing that it is a season that everybody is sitting, activities in the market always change during any season. Normal market activities and any season activities are different. If you have this at the back of your mind, which this video is going to open your eyes for you to see, you need to get the video. We are launching it on Monday. Then once the thing is launched, you can now ask for it. The link will be sent to you at the comfort of your home, at the comfort of your office. You can listen to this video. It's 10 video, in that earnings analysis. This 10 video will explain to you how No, meaning what you are looking for, the classes of any financial report, the one that are important to you. Why? How to know this company earnings is a quality one, is a growth one, is a valued one. You should know all this. Once you know all this, I'm telling you, your another way of making regular income, especially on quarterly basis, has come. I'm telling you, you need to have it. You need to get the material. Not only that, and a market like this now that we're expecting earnings season ahead, which stocks should you be positioning? This earnings season video will open your eyes how you should know that this company okay. No, I explain if you are using chart to know, because a good trader or investor should learn how to combine chart and fundamental. It will help you a lot. If you know market in the world where you say you are only a fundamentalist, no, or you are only a technician, no. You need to know how to combine the two, and at the same time understand the reading of the market. That is why you understand the market, that the psychology of the market. That is why technical analysis will help you. The fundamental, you're looking at the companies and the economy, they are good, but at times you can see what happened in the month of April. If we go to weekly chart, what happened in the month of April, you see there was a real disconnection between the economy and the market, because there was positive sentiment in the market, and also there was liquidity. Funds were entering, and these funds were coming from somewhere. If you read and know where the market is, it will help you to know where the market is going. That is why you need to get this video. You need to get it. I say again, you need to grab it now. We will launching it on and ahead of. And the good thing is that this video is not time bound, whether it's for bull market or bear market. Any season is regular. Means once you get this video, you get it forever. Only that when we do review version, just to add on to the board, I'm telling you, you are getting the basic. Whether you're a professional, you're a novice, you need to get the video. Why? Because it will help you and also open your eyes what to do. You can use this any season to create, I said, the cash flow for yourself, when to enter, and also I always tell you, let your investment go guide you. You know why you are in the market. If you are the one that want to make trade here and there, you need to know how to use the anything. If you're a long-term investor, you need to revalue the companies you are. Where this company are they making progress in their earnings? Because I always say that a company will not give you what they don't have. It is when they make money they can pay you. And when a company is going back to his retained earnings to be paying you dividend, it's for a while. But when it's become part of their company, that company is going nowhere, because you need to have a plan as a company too. For that, you are an investor, you should have an idea of all this. And that's why in that video, I tell you how to know whether this company earnings is sustainable or not. If you know all this, it tells you whether you should stay in this company for 5 years. If you are those that are planning for long term, when there's something that you see, that these earnings cannot, they are paying a good dividend this year, but when you're looking at the number, can they be able to pay what they pay me this year, next year? What they paid last year is this year is better than what they paid last year. But what they pay, can be able to pay it. You need to see their cash flow, you need to see their earnings, you need to do their balance sheet. All this has been explained in this earnings mastering earnings season video. It is for you, and I pray and I wish that all of us will up our game in our investment. This is a way of adding to what you know. As you do, see that your financial independent freedom is already there, because you are getting knowledge to turn what you have. It's your hard-earned money, and you need to grow it. I'm happy that Nigerians are really coming to know that it is not depending on that source, one source of income where you work. You need to know how to send your money and errand. That's your money, and you don't send it blindly. You send it with calculated risk. You send it where you can make money. Like I'm seeing opportunity in few stocks on the market. Those few stocks are likely to give you 100 to 200% within 1 to 2 years. That means if you're a long-term investor, these are the kind of stuff we'll be discussing subsequently, and that will help you to position in those stocks. But always say, I tell you, it is your investment goal will guide you. If you see potential in some company, you can see that there are some companies that have returned more than even 400%, 200% just in a short while. But this one I'm going to show you is for those that are in buy and sell signal. I will tell you, this stock are set for long-term investor that can position in this stock and move with these stocks. This stock is going to be, yes, we have mentioned them in few of them in the fourth video. That is the I call it a 6th video strategy on how to invest in a changing market dynamic, and at the same time in a recession like as we are gradually in now, then some of these stocks are already there. But the new one that I added to it is those ones that in 2 years, if you are in these stocks, I'm telling you, because we are seeing that the rate that the economy globally and locally will rebound, you will be surprised. The people will think that it will take a longer time. As far as you can see that the oil price, the way it's recovering. Yes, there's a slowdown last week in the oil price, but I'm telling you, it's going to bounce back as more economy is open, and when the global economy is finally reopen, things activity it will. Now you mark that very soon, in less than a week now, and the airlines here in Nigeria will be going back to work. They will reopen. You see, that is the way that the global economies will also be opening. You saw the first economic data from US, from China. You can see the rate of improvement. The number of job loss in US were expected to be high, but so it was lesser than expected. You can see how it's the monetary policy there have said, in the next 2 years we are not going to increase interest rate. You see, these are ways, and Nigeria here we have done similar thing, that our CBN has reduced our MPR to further push money to the system to bring activities. And these are, yes, some sector will be hit, some sector will be affected with all this, but that notwithstanding, the capital market will be a place we should be, because most of the equity are highly undervalued. And when things are undervalued, like what we say in technical analysis, that you buy when prices are low, and sell when prices are high. And also we say when there's blood on the street, the wise ones will go there and clean it. And although when everybody now starts talking about capital market, you sell off. When people become greedy, you sell off. But when people are fearful, you go to the market and take all that is there. For me, this is a time for you as an investor to take advantage of this earning season that is coming. And not only that, since we'll have this earning season for every 4 quarters of the year. Have first earning season at the end of first quarter, at the end of second quarter, at the end of third quarter. Then we'll now have the major, like in Nigeria, our major earning season that really matters to us is the March earning season, which comes because of the many listed company in Nigeria has December as year end. It comes with reward. Yes, you see that most companies also that started rewarding investors on half year basis. Those are especially the banks. Yes. These are what you should know at this point and know how to position. These are information that are there. How can I take advantage of to position? That's why the earnings season video is really good for you and I to take advantage of this market. Before we'll round up for today, if you go back to money flow index, is very important. You can also look at this weekly chart here. You can see this for almost getting to this for more than 6 years now. You can see the waves here. These waves are telling you where the market is going. You can see different waves here, and you can see this chart that you see this green line tell you that the market is already at a resistance level. See here, for almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, the market has been at this point start trending, ranging. That the market is struggling. A breakout here is very slim. Now is likely because market has to come down, as I said earlier, and before a bounce back. But we want to look at the money flow index and the signals around here. You can see that this market here, you see, look at on a weekly chart, the money flow index is still positive, looking up, but there's already a sign. If you look at the other technical indicators here, there's a sign that the market is likely to pull back. But I tell you, the new week we are entering will tell us more in terms of activities. But for market to be on a consolidated region or a state for almost 13 to 14 days, no up movement, no down movement, just ranging for that one, then the market is searching for redirection. Then if you look at this money flow index on a weekly chart, you can see where it is after as low as here, a double. You can see that these are buttons. These are almost like 4 buttons here now before it goes up. But what you do, you look at the daily chart. As a trader, you consider daily chart and weekly and monthly. But you do most of a daily chart that give you what is happening immediately, because most marketers who don't use minutes to trade. We look at the daily activities and intraday activities. You can see that the market has at this level came down, rally again, but now you can see the way it's coming down. It tells you that there's a sell down already, profit taking has hit the market already. Also, it tells you that funds are leaving the market gradually on daily basis, and which will become more obvious once we are getting closer to the end of the month, and we are entering almost half of the month in the new week, that alone will inform that we should be very careful. Yes, we can still trading those stocks that we're expecting that to mark down their dividend paying, releasing full year results, that when the numbers are positive, earnings for dividend come, you play it with careful, with cautiousness, and also with careful, careful. You have to be careful when you are playing such companies. And at the same time, I said that in buy and sell signal, this period now, don't put all your capital in the market. I always say put 40% of your money into trading at this point. If it's always there. When you are trading, you don't put all your fund in trading portfolio. That's why I always say that a good investor or trader should have long-term portfolio and short-term portfolio. Now that we are seeing the market now, you can even reduce your capital play in the market now to as low as 30 to 25%. But now you can look at those stocks that were giving signal for now, and play it. And if those stocks were giving signal that has another opportunity for dividend, I will let you know, and so that you can do one for medium and short in case this market at this period now. And also when I see there is no signal for anything, I will say hold your cash, and it's part of also that we don't trade often. When we see that the market is not clear, everything is not clear, we say hold your cash, and that is likely to happen very soon in the market. For that, investors should be very, very well, very, very careful. This on daily chart. Then if you also look at on your monthly chart, you can see that the money flow index is still looking up, but we have to be very careful. See, it's likely to form a double top here when it gets to this level and going to come down, and this might be within the week we are entering. For that, you need to be very, very careful. You need to be very, very careful at this point. If we move to our MACD on a monthly chart is showing that there is a sign that the market, you can see this histogram in terms of MACD is coming down, trying to cross over to the bullish side of the MACD. Still on this way is still bearish already on the monthly, but the bearishness that is coming up rather to cross over to the bullish side of MACD. And also you can see that the red line is already looking up to cross. Once we cross the blue line, it's a sign that MACD on the monthly chart is bullish. But if you look at MACD also on a weekly chart, you see MACD is bullish, strongly bullish. On a weekly chart here, you see here that MACD is strong here, but you can see also sign here, but you can still look at on top. But when you look at this MACD on a daily chart, you need to be very, very careful. MACD on a daily chart has crossed to a bearish side. It has crossed, and I said it 2 days ago, I think either on Wednesday or Thursday, that MACD has crossed to a bullish side, and this is not a good sign. It tells you that the market is now market might struggle to trend on the up direction. But because this MACD is going down, the price action or the index action also has to go the same way. This divergence between MACD going down and market going up into last, it tells you that the market action will soon go the same direction with MACD. You can see MACD is one of the momentum indicators for the market. You can see that it's already looking down. It's a sign that yes, we need to be very careful in the market. Like I showed you earlier, money flow index is also looking down. And if you look at your buy volume and sell volume for on a daily chart for the market, it was purely 100% sell for the last trading day of the month, which tells you that we have to be very careful in the market. And the money flow have really fall from as high of even 82 to 75 just within one trading day. Tells you that there's already a sell off. People the profit taking is gaining momentum. For that, you have to be very careful, especially in those blue chip stocks that are struggling. Hold your cash. But for those penny stocks who are seeing opportunity in terms of they're expecting their numbers, full year numbers, one can play them and watch their closure date, qualification date, markdown date. That will be very important at this point. For me, let's look forward to what the market will do. I will say that we can use all these technical fundamental. Nobody has 100% control of the market, but with all this, you can know where you are going, the direction the market is going. Let's look forward to what happened on the trading day, on the first trading day of the new week. That also give us direction. But for those that buy a signal, our signal will still come for this week, so that you can take advantage of it. And those new subscribers to the buy and sell signal, you will see the rules in there in buy and sell signal. No, we use purely technical to say take this position, and when we say sell, you go ahead and sell. But if you have different investment objective, that's why we have 3 categories of investors there. The traders, so that the weekly traders are there, the 6 months and the 1 year. The one that fits your investment, go ahead and take position. And all those stocks you are taking, as well, don't just invest and go and sleep. Invest and watch the market. We're expecting that the market will have a little pullback, as I've said earlier, and recover. But the earning season video, which is titled Mastering the Earning Season for Profitable Investment, that video is what you need to get at this point. The more you gather knowledge on what you are doing, the better for you, and the chances of growing your income will save. And also, you will not follow bandwagon effect, but because you are doing knowledge and intelligent investing, trading, because you have information. You can see on this note that when you see this index movement below the red line, so that the market is bearish. And now you can see that market have crossed the red line, which is the moving average. So you can see the rate. That means you have the board. Now you see the Bollinger Band is also closing at this point, trying to pull back. You can see that activities is already at the top of the moving average. Once it breaks down, it's also confirming what a bearish market. You need to learn, and that's why you need to get that anything. That any season activities is different from normal market activities. You need to take advantage of that. And the period that it starts, when to be in stock, the dates you want to be in stock, because everything is about investing with time. Generally, I say it's investing with numbers. Time is a number, date is a number, and all of the figure we are looking at is a number. That's why I target investing with number in one of the books that will soon come out on how to invest. Investing with a number, you don't need to read just looking at numbers alone, you know what to do, and that book will soon also come out for investors to know what to do. All these are to provide guides for investors. We are here in Invest Data to educate Nigerians, at the same time to guide them. We have seen that this market, many people have lost confidence because they lost money. But now the people that are coming back knowledgeably with information at their fingertips, they are making money. You that have lost money before, that are not seeing your wound, this is the time for you to come back with new strategy, because there is already a rethink in the market. The rethink is going on in the market, because as the global economy is resetting, you as a trader, as an investor, should also change your style, change your strategy, change everything to suit what is happening, and take advantage to grow your hard-earned income. Thank you. Enjoy your day. I wish you a bullish trading week. God bless you.